Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to part 68 of Europa Universalis IV. Still in those couple of wars that I got involved because I got sort of dragged in by my allies. But currently things aren't going too bad. We do have the call for peace. Oddly enough, it's actually saying that when I click on call for peace, it's coming up against the Ottoman War, which is weird because that was the last war that we got involved into. The longest war has been the Burgundian conquest of Hinterpommern. Yeah, why not? Hinterpommern. Because it's actually saying the war is won and your people can tire of continued occupations. Well, the only war that we're significantly winning is that one, which we're now at 94%. But saying that, it's got to the point now where I think Russia's just up their carpet sieging Sweden. And they're at 99%. So there goes the peace. Let's have a look what we've got there and see exactly what's happened. So Sweden will cede Hinterpommern to Brandenburg. Sweden will give 4 cores to Denmark. Sweden will give another couple of cores to Norway and more cores to Finland. Wow. Cost Brandenburg quite a bit of diplo power. Brandenburg gains some prestige, blah, blah, blah. So Sweden has just had to give up a lot of its territory to Finland and Norway and Denmark. Well, that's fine. We're out of that war. We're still in this war with the Commonwealth. It's now at 7%. We still have this call for peace. I'm not sure how call for peace works. Yeah, it has gone away. So the call for peace... Now I know how call for peace works. It's per war, not per total. So that call for peace was because that original war had gone on for so long. So in the last video, I did discuss the possibility of going over here and helping the Commonwealth with the Ottomans. The only problem is I don't really have any open borders. Unless I want to use my transport fleet, which is rather small. I only have about 25 transports. The only way that I could get there would be to get open borders. And I'd have to go through either Milan, Austria, Würzburg, Münster, or Holland. And none of them are going to let me through because they're all in the coalition with me. So we can lose 25 prestige. We can have some... French Louisiana can gain 10 Liberty Desire, and Nouvelle Flandre can lose some. Or French Mexico can gain some Liberty Desire, or we can lose 50 Diplo Power. Well, I don't want to lose Diplo Power. Let's just go and have a quick look at our subjects here. And we'll sort by type. That's our trade company. So, nice if these were a little bit wider and we could see. French Canada. Nouvelle Flandre has 23% Liberty Desire. Louisiana has 9%. So let's go ahead and click that. So when that updates, there we go. French, oh, it's not updated yet. So that'll give French Louisiana 19, Nouvelle Flandre 18. So they're both about equal, that's fine. Native Uprising again is fine, we'll deal with that. We've won just as we expected to. Got a little bit of money in the bank. We could go ahead and build some more buildings. We probably should. I know I keep saying I want to save money for ships and things, and I definitely do. And there's a lot of really nice buildings that we can build that give us some great stuff, but they are so expensive. Is there anything else that we really need? Fine Arts Academy we don't need. Glorious Monument would be nice, but I don't think we need one right now. Okay, let's consider this. Armories. Do we need any armories in any of our main provinces? No. What about training fields? Could grab a few of these over in England. It's not too bad of an idea. So let's go ahead and grab some training fields there. And then what about barracks? A lot of places still don't have barracks. What do we have here in terms of numbers? There's a 51 there. Another 51 there. There's a 56. Always go for the higher ones first because it costs you the same amount of money, whether you take a high one or a low one. So you might as well get the most bang for your buck. We're down to about 300. Grab a couple more. In fact, I think that's probably fine. It just increases our manpower cap. So we're at 226,000. Obviously because we're only adding sort of 50-60 to the pool at a time, it's not really showing when we're looking at the number rounded to the nearest 1,000, but it's certainly going to help with the numbers in the long run. And trying to remember what I said I was going to go for when we grab our next idea. I definitely want to grab a military idea because we're so far ahead of time in military. Oh, here we go. Milan has left the military coalition. I think our king has just died. So we now actually have a better king, actually. He has a lot of military power, and the heir's not bad either. So that's actually quite good. We are going to have to go and renew some marriages. So, back to ideas. How many more ideas are we going to be able to have in the rest of the game? 3. Got a total of 3. The only one we've got current that's still active is some Diplo ideas. Although we are behind time in Diplotech. Diplotech is probably the least important. And if I finish off my Diplo ideas, I'll get minus 5%. Is it there? Oh, the last one is minus 10% on Diplotech cost anyway, so I might as well grab the last one before I start spending it on Diplotech. So, what comes for the next idea? Well, at some point, we probably want to grab... definitely want to grab another military idea next. We're pretty much constantly capped on military power now, and now we've just got a better king who's got much higher military admin points, or military points. We're going to be hitting that cap a lot more quickly. Now, we've already got defensive ideas, and we have quality ideas. I'm not bothered about aristocratic or naval, so it comes down to, do I want to go quantity, or do I want to go offensive? Now, quantity can be useful, but we've got a lot of land, so we already have quite a decent number of troops, and I think France's main bonus is the fact that they have very, very strong armies. So I think we'll go for the offensive ideas just to spend some of that. And then our other 2 ideas will probably take humanist ideas, because humanist ideas are really, really nice. They reduce your national unrest. They reduce nationalism, which is very, very good if you're taking over lots of land. It also gives you minus 50% on the accepted culture threshold, which means you need to take less land that belongs to another culture for that culture to be accepted. It gives you better relations over time and a few religious things that we're not that bothered about. But again, that costs us admin points, and then after that we might well go for influence ideas. It'll give us more income from vassals and allow us to fabricate things a bit quicker, cheaper annexation costs. We may even actually grab that before humanist ideas and do humanist ideas last, depending on how things go. So we have had a stability drop. Do I want to increase my stability? I think I would like to go back up to 3. I do like to sit up there. It does cost quite a bit, but oh well. So we'll get that royal marriage with Brandenburg. Who else are we missing royal marriages with? Let's go ahead and have a look at our list here. So, Munster, Tyrone, Commonwealth, Corsica. So we need the Commonwealth, royal marriage. Corsica's a vassal. I can never remember whether or not you can actually royal marry the vassals, yet you can. So, royal marriage in Corsica. And we will royal marriage over here if we can. Don't have a free diplomat yet. Royal marriage there. And we will royal marriage there. Sure, there's a few we're still missing. So who's that? Royal marriage. Portugal. Now, Portugal, what do I want to do about Portugal? Do I want to keep Portugal as an ally? Are they that important to me? Are they a big problem to me? I think we'll keep them around for now. They could be definitely useful if I go to war against Castile. So let's go ahead and royal marry them. And we don't have an awful lot of relations with them. So we'll go and send relations as diplomat to improve relations as soon as we can. Great Britain has announced us as a rival again. That's fine. I don't mind that. I can live with their decision to rival me. So we did get note that a few people, or at least one person, had left the coalition against us, which is Milan. Still have a lot of aggressive expansion, but they quite like me at the moment. Well, they feel threatened, actually. So Holland has now entered the coalition against us. That's fine. I thought we were sucking up to Holland. We are sucking up to Holland. They're obviously very upset that I'm improving my relationship with them and decided to enter a coalition against me. So we can either gain 5 legitimacy or gain 5 prestige. Legitimacy is 80, prestige is lower. Let's try and get the prestige up if we can. The war looks like it's definitely going our way. Can't improve relations anymore with the Commonwealth. Okay, let's go and recall you from there. Would be nice to get out of this war as soon as possible. I'd like to keep the Commonwealth around. I don't think we're ever going to get as far east as needing to attack the Commonwealth. However, they are getting quite big and scary. But I don't, like I said, I don't think we're going to get that far east. And I don't think they're really going to move that far west either. I think they're trying to concentrate up towards Sweden at the moment. We'll have to see how it goes. The problem with the Commonwealth, or the good thing with the Commonwealth, is they do seem to be quite behind in military tech. Yes, they are massive, but I think if it just came down to a super France versus a super Commonwealth, I think France would be able to take them. So I'm not too bothered about that. Frankfurt has left the military coalition against us. They were so small and insignificant, I didn't even realise that they were in the military coalition against us. So, producing lots of nice stuff everywhere. Let's go ahead and try and get the rest of these trade fleets sorted out. So, recall diplomat. We can't improve any more with Holland. Let's go and grab ourselves 10 lights in Normandy. How much is that going to cost us? 200 gold. And then we can actually then instantly queue up the next 10 as well. Gained a colonialism CB against Britain. That's fine. Didn't need one anyway. So there we go. We've spent all of our gold. But that now means we will have 3 trade fleets at 60 lights each. Then what I'll start doing is bringing in the trade fleets one by one. Just upgrading all of the ships that are in them. And making... Because it is worth keeping the light ships upgraded. Because the better the level of ship, the more bonus it gives to the actual trade. At least I believe that's the way it is. Yeah, so if we look at these early frigates, these early frigates have trade power of 4. And if we look at a frigate, the frigate has a trade power of 5. So, yes, it makes them better in combat because we're going from 15 cannons to 20 cannons. We're going from a hull size of 12 to a hull size of 16. The speed is still the same, but the trade power is higher as well. And it's the same maintenance on both of them. So it's better to have a fully upgraded fleet because, one, they're more likely to survive an encounter in the ocean. And secondly, they are going to make more money for you. Okay, so they have pieced out there. Wow, Crimea accepted peace with their former enemies, the Commonwealth, on the following terms. Full annexation was demanded. So the Commonwealth have fully annexed Crimea, which I think was here somewhere. Yeah, Crimea. So the Commonwealth is growing, but the Commonwealth's growing to the east. I'm fine with that. So we're not at war anymore, which is good. That now means we can go to the Hesse, and we can annex vassal. Because we've got a mission to do that. So that's going to take a little bit of time. I think we have positive Diplo relations. Yes, we do. So that will happen. And we have got a good king here. Do we still... Are we focused to anything in particular? We're admin focused. I don't think that's a bad thing right now. Because we are trying to unlock new idea groups. We could take that focus off. But I think 11-7-11 is quite a good split. Munster has left the coalition against us, and we've lost some pointless CB against the Congo, so that is fine. Do we want to keep trying to increase the trade power down here? I know I said I want to save some money, but we've got marketplaces, we've got trade depots. There we go. Aachener's left the coalition against us. That's just navies arriving, that's fine. Saxony has left the coalition against us, that's also fantastic. Where are we? So what do we need? Got marketplaces, got trade depots, canals. Now they're going to cost us 100 gold a time, so we're not going to get many of them, but they do give us a very decent amount of trade power there. Yeah, more fleets arriving, so we'll get the rest of those where we can. How much are we actually making? 30 ducats a month, which is not fantastic. It's not a huge amount. I've had games as France before where I've been making over 100 a month, so that is a little bit on the poor side. I guess what we could do, especially as the coalition is shrinking, we could go ahead and reduce our army maintenance a little. Not much, and I don't want to reduce it all the way, just in case we do get any rebellions or anything like that. But we can certainly reduce it quite a bit and earn some more money. We're not over our limit. Oh, we know we're actually under it at the moment. So what have we got here then? We have our 10 lights. That's fine. We still need another. In fact, I can take this 10 and send them straight off to the Gulf of St. Lawrence. So you can go straight off. and you should merge up with the original fleet. We can invest in a technology, which is going to be a military tech. Now, we could take that now. We've actually hit our cap. So, we don't have a Diplotech. So, the question is, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and hire a military leader. We might as well hire one because we're capped at points and we can. So, let's go ahead for this guy. And we'll hire a military leader. Do we want a conquistador? Might be. We did have one that we lost. Let's grab a conquistador. He's not great, but at least he'll allow us to do a bit of exploration over in the States when we need to. So that means that we are... Did I not put you on there? No, we'll put you on there anyway. So at least now we've dropped below our cap. But we might have to spend our money on a few military buildings. Otherwise, we're just going to be wasting military points. Because we've hit the cap. I mean, we could get the technology. There's no reason why we can't. Let's grab a few military tech buildings. Barracks. We can still get a few of these. We don't have an awful lot of money. And they cost us how much for each one? 100 gold. So we're only going to be able to grab another 2. So let's grab one there and one there. That only spends 20 points in total. We just need to get in... Oh, Wurzburg's left the military coalition. We just need to be able to get enough admin power so that we can grab the next admin tech. Because once we can grab the next admin tech, then we can grab a... another idea and spend our military points in that. We are 8 years ahead of time. And it's going to be 68. It's going to be another 2.5 years, realistically, before we can afford to upgrade our admin tech. Got some more money coming in. So, like I said, I did want to save money, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So, we've got... that other trade fleet has arrived. Let's grab them and send them straight out to Gulf of St. Lawrence. Get as much money coming in as we can. And that money's then going to get spent probably straight on barracks for trying to keep the... stop us from going over our military point cap. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm just going to end up having to spend it all on... I could grab another military leader, but I think that is actually wasteful if I do that. Truce with Great Britain has ended. They will probably now consider coalitioning me, because we do have quite a bit of aggressive expansion against Great Britain. 95, it is going down. It is good to see that the coalition is breaking up. Now, people that have left the coalition could re-enter the coalition. There's every chance that is going to happen. We can actually grab our Diplo idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Again, there's no reason why not. So that means that our next Diplotech will be cheaper. Again, we've almost hit our military power cap. And I'm not making 100 gold, because every time I build one of these barracks, it costs me 100 gold and 10 military manpower. Well, I make 11 military power. I make 11 military power every month, but I don't make 100 gold every month, so I can never sort of keep up with it, and I'm going to hit the cap very, very soon. So I might as well just take that technology. There's no reason not to. I'm ahead of time, which is a little bit wasteful, but it's also going to be wasteful if I just go over the cap. So let's go ahead and grab it. There we go. We're not going to have to worry about that anymore. There is a superior unit type, which I believe is the artillery. Yeah, so let's go ahead and upgrade the artillery. And it'll stop hassling about that. Stop hassling us about that for a little while. And that also means then that we can concentrate on using some of that money to upgrade some of the other stuff that we wanted to do. What are we like now on naval force limits? Still 100 below my naval force limit. I could have 100 more ships. That's actually quite amazing. I do still want to go to war with Castile, but I'm not going to do that while there's a massive coalition around. Recall our diplomat from Portugal. We've lost a few claims and stuff. That's fine. We don't mind that too much. Things are going okay generally. I'm happy with the way that things are working out. We can either get +2 national unrest or lose 33 prestige. Let's have the +2 national unrest. I don't think it's going to be a problem because I think we have like -5 national unrest anyway. So we've got no problems with anything popping up. War exhaustion's at 0, stability's at max, inflation's at 0. Everything is good right now. Admittedly, we don't have our maintenance at full, and I don't think we need it. Great Britain's rebuilding their navy. That certainly could be a precursor to war, although I still think if they declared a war against us, I still think we'd have the upper hand. What I could try and do, which isn't a terrible idea, is I could try and start a war with Great Britain and take something from them before they actually manage to get into a coalition. So, do we actually have the ability to declare war on them at the moment? Do we have a CB? We do. We actually have a couple of CBs. We have a CB to take Oxfordshire, which I actually want. Now, the problem is they are actually allied with Austria and Holland. Now, Brandenburg and Bavaria and the Commonwealth would all come in, which is fantastic because they would pretty much deal with Austria for me. So that might be something worth considering, but it's the consideration for the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Europa Universalis IV, and I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.